Hello, my name is George Moore, owner of Moore's Sewing Center in Southern California. And by now you've heard, Baby Lock has just introduced a brand new top-of-the-line machine, the Solaris Vision. This is an amazing product. I've had the opportunity to sew on actually the upgraded Solaris 2, because those who own the Solaris 2, you can upgrade to the features of this new Solaris Vision. If you have the prior Solaris models, you also can upgrade if you add 1, 2, and now the third upgrade. But I've literally spent hundreds of hours with and testing this out and doing samples because I'm preparing for our 22nd annual sewing technology party. And so I'm going to go over a few of the items that I'm going to share with you, but you're going to want to tune in. So we're going to do a virtual event that is August 21st. That will be on Facebook at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And then we're going to continue on with traveling our stores. So if you live in Southern California, you're going to want to come to one of our store locations where we're doing face-to-face. And the thing is that we will have things different on the virtual event as compared to the face-to-face event. So you're going to want to watch both. So I'm going to give you more information about the face-to-face events in the stores, which is August 23rd through 27th. But let's take a look at what this new machine and upgrade offers you. So when the Baby Lock Solaris was introduced, it offered the most amazing positioning feature, which is a projector. But now they've enhanced it in such a way that truly it's lightning fast. That way I can actually take, and before it was only a small area that you can project, now I can scan over the entire hoop area and see and audition every part of the design so that when you stitch it out, it's beautiful. Now, the Solaris Vision has over 1,500 built-in designs. And actually, from the prior model, Solaris 2, there's 115 new designs, there's fonts, there's all kinds of things here. This font, this design right here, this is an incredible design. Look how beautiful that is. This is one of the new ones here. And I love the detail in this. I love just, first of all, this one has a lot of thread colors, thread changes, but who cares when you get the results like this? Now, I'm going to go over many of the new designs, but I love this new, it's called long stitch embroidery. Now, long stitch embroidery, this is going to date myself. It reminds me of that thread art from the 70s. And so when you look at this here, look at the detail. And what it does, it actually breaks the rules in embroidery, because typically you only take as much as a 9mm width of a stitch, but this is actually anchoring it because it has a special design where it anchors and releases the tension. Look how long these stitches go, and look at the beautiful this purple design here. But let me show you a few of the other long stitch designs. As you see, these designs, these truly can make a lot of your projects just be so unique. And again, the details here, I just love this here. Look at this owl. The silhouette of the owl within the owl, but this is so unique in what it does here. Again, this is just the tip of the iceberg of what this machine offers here. And so let me show you a few more items. Now using a new enhanced connection system where it actually connects, in this case, 3 beautifully large designs into one. The Solaris Vision has now the largest built-in embroidery designs ever. So this design right here you're seeing here, it actually is 28 by 15, 28 inches by 15. No other brand has that built in. And so what happens is that it's very unique. The process is very unique. What they do is that you actually are hooping this 3 times, but it's using a process where it uses the actually the target sticker. So we hoop the first part of the design, and then when we complete that, the machine walks you through placing the target sticker at the top and then on the bottom, and it scans it, and it actually associates that target sticker with that part of the design. Then it shows you where to hoop it, and you don't have to be that critical. As long as it can scan those targets and fit the next part in the design, it puts it and positions it automatically, and it will take and it will actually line it up to the stitch. Is quite incredible. And so we finish that part, we repeat the process, we rehoop it again, position this, and then you have this amazing masterpiece. I mean, look at that here. That is huge. I mean, the design on that is incredible, the detail that it has there. And it's beautiful in what it offers here. And let's look at the detail here. Look at how incredible this is. There's not a design, a built-in design like this in any other manufactured product. It's quite amazing. And you know, I mean, I enjoyed stitching it out. It's truly something that's wonderful. Now, there are 5 actually jumbo designs here. This one right here is really cool. This one, you know, you have the bead, the honeycombs here, and the stitch out. And I want to point out that this right here, this is a new font. There's several new fonts here, and this right here is a font that is couching, okay? And so you see this here, there's a beautiful font, and what this does, every stitch, it uses the yarn couching foot and mechanism that came in upgrade number 1 if you have the Solaris. But again, it's part of the all the Solaris series now, and this right here stitches down the yarn, and so it's quite amazing. And there are several other new large fonts that's included, but this one is so unique. And so again, this truly makes me want to be happy because it's so incredible what we can do with this machine now. Don't forget, if you have a Solaris 2, you can purchase an upgrade. We're going to talk about that, and I have a special package that you can have, especially if you come to Tech Party. Either see it virtually on August 21st or come to the stores here. But let's show you some more of these incredible features on the new Solaris Vision. What I love about the Solaris series machines is the IQ designer. Now, the Solaris Vision now has 48 decorative fills. 6 new fills. So 6 new fills can be added with the upgrade here, and you can see this, how gorgeous these fills are here. And what I love about this is that I can take these fills and I can use, for example, I love the fact that I can take and I can scan in artwork. Okay, I can scan in artwork and use that artwork and use the fills to fill around the artwork or around designs, and that's truly exciting. But I'm most excited now is that I can add my own custom fills. I can do that with software, and the software allows me, and it's quite easy, where I just basically started plotting different lines, and I'm creating a fill, a custom fill. And I thought at first I'd have to put all the stitches. No, now I can take it and access it, and what I want to do on this, as you see an IQ designer here, I can actually take an image and I can use this background as a fill. Now, with that same software, and this software will allow you to create your own motifs. Now, a motif is just a stitch, and you basically are repeating the same process. Like here, I'm doing some zigzags here, and now I put it in the machine and I can use this, and what this does, it allows me to create something out of nothing. And so this project right here, you see what I did is I used the background fill, and you can see how detailed that is. And I was just doodling, and it did such a perfect result. And then it came back in, I used the shapes, and I put applique in there because I was able to cut the fabric out with the IQ designer. It allows me to do a straight stitch first, but then look at those motifs. And so again, this is something like never before. And so this is on the new Solaris Vision, but of course, if you have a Solaris series machines, this is part of that new upgrade. And I'm so excited about finally being able to create my own fills. So you know that possibilities are endless in this machine, and to create my a piece of art. So embroidery is all about creating artwork that's my own, and that's why now I can do that more so than ever before. Now, as I mentioned, they have several new fonts, and what I want to see here, let's take a look at one of these fonts, and let's look at it in detail. So you see here, this is a font, and actually it's been on other models, but this is the first time it's been on Solaris series machines. But really, the font is cool, but I want to talk about what we can do with this font. So we now have a feature where we can take and select different colors of that design, in this case the font, and select the colors of the inside as no sew. Now, you might think, oh, well, that's not a big deal. I can skip over it. Well, here's the thing. When you select no sew, not only does it not sew, it skips ahead, but I can edit as if it's not part of the design. So one of the benefits of the Solaris machine, at the Solaris 2, they added this feature, is you can take the image of a design and you can do an outline both outside and inside and send it to IQ Designer. And so now IQ Designer, I'm going to send it to IQ Designer, and I just want to use the inside. And so the inside here, I'm going to take and use one of my custom fills, one of the brand new fills that's in the upgrade. And so I can take that and I can do manipulate and put it in different areas, and once I bring it into embroidery, I can even change the order, sort the order so that it does the fill first and then the outline. So again, that no sew feature allows me to take existing designs and customize it so that I can create new items with it with IQ Designer, or actually, it gives me a lot of ability to get exactly what I want. And so let's take a look at the results of that custom design. So you see here, look at the design. Here's the original one right here, and then here is the custom one. And so the possibilities on this are truly endless. I mean, as you can tell, I'm very excited. Now, don't forget, if you have a Solaris 2, we have an upgrade for you that you can upgrade to the Solaris Vision. But if you have a Solaris 1, you can add upgrades 1 and 2, which gets you to the Solaris 2, and then add the upgrade to get the Solaris Vision. So that's exciting. Now, again, I'm just scratching the surface of this here. If you want to see what all the new features in its entirety, you want to tune in at our tech party. The virtual is August 21st, and that's going to be at 1 p.m. Pacific time on Facebook and YouTube. And then I'm going to follow in the stores August 23rd through the 27th. So I'm going to give you more information about that shortly. Now, quilting has been something that has been growing throughout the nation, but so many people don't have room for a long arm quilting machine. And the Solaris Vision now has the answer for you. We now have edge to edge quilting in the Solaris Vision. Now, what this is, I have a sample here, and I was working hard to get this ready for this video. I'll have it done for the tech parties, but you see here, I didn't take a quilt top, that's a piece of fabric, but I have quilted edge to edge here. And I'm going to do the binding on this here, but let's talk about how we did this here. In fact, we can see on this one right here, you can see this is the same thing. This is another pattern. And so this is done all in the hoop, okay? And what you have here, one thing that Baby Lock introduced, I believe it was 2 years ago, was a very unique style of magnetic frame. It was the magnetic sashing frame, they called it. It was 7x14, and that's a nice frame. And the uniqueness of it is the shape of the frame. What happens is actually shaped like a triangle, and you've got separate magnets that are angled like this here. Okay, so as you see, this is not 7x14. This is a brand new optional frame that is 10x10, and this is perfect for this edge quilting. This is what I used on this here, and so this is going to be available. And we have a bundle with the upgrade as well. So you're going to have to see us at Tech Party about this here. And so, but what's unique about this compared to other frames is that because of the shape and because I have the several magnets, when I actually put this in the fabric in the frame, on the frame, I can position it much better. Your other magnetic hoops on the market, what happens is that because it's one big magnet, it's hard to manipulate this here. So you're going to see as I describe what I did on this here, how much better this design is. And this 10x10, what I love about this is that I can actually do 2 rows at a time with it because it's the right width on here. So everybody's going to want to get this here. And so tune in for the Tech Party and you will definitely see some benefits for buying from Moores. So let's go further on this here. So let's talk about this here. So first of all, I select on the screen. I select. There's 10 different edge designs. So I select that. Okay, and then I can choose the size. Now I can go up to 118 inches by 118 inches wide. So that's a king size. Now I didn't want to. I didn't have time to stitch out a king size quilt. So I chose the dimensions for this here after I chose the design. So I put in the width. I put in the length, and then I can actually tell it the hoop size. So this one, I definitely want to use that 10 by 10 magnetic frame, quilting frame. And then I can even audition if I want to have it repeat and do end over end or flip. And so that gives you something here. Now, it also gives you the ability to choose between a single stitch or a triple stitch. Now, I have this here, so I stitch this out thicker here. And what I want you to see is that this right here, I chose the single because that's more of what a quilting machine would do, and I think that's best for my process. But I can see using the triple for making fabric to look like, for fabric before you do bags or things like that here. So I love that both those options are there. Okay. So now once I select and I press go, it actually selects and puts everything into memory, and I go to step one. Okay. And what I do with step one is it shows me to line it. Now, because I'm doing edge to edge, and if you notice this here, I stitched this, and you can see it's off the sides. And so the benefit there is that when I size this up and I put a binding on it, it is truly going edge to edge. So I wanted to give myself some leeway. So I start, and it shows me right where to put the corner. Okay, and you can see with that crosshair laser, and then I can move it to the other side. And what's nice, I can adjust it shows me on the screen, I can adjust the angle, I can audition the size, and so once I do that, it stitches it out. And then what I do is when I'm done, I could actually align the next one, and it shows me exactly where it stitches, and I would audition this again and stitch the next one. Now when I want to rehoop the whole thing, you just move it and the process repeats. And so I go through the whole process, and I go right through it. There's no difference, and what's nice is so forgiving. Now what I found that as I stitched it, it was not straight. If you look on the sample here, it's not straight, but that's okay. Things happen, and quilting's not perfect. And what's nice is I was able to adjust the width and the length, make the design wider or shorter, and that way it actually it's very forgiving. And so when we're done here, as you see, we truly have the ability to quilt on this Solaris Vision here. So this is why it's so exciting. I have not seen as many new features added on a machine in my career, and I've been in this for a long time. So this is what you're going to want to come and see, this amazing machine. As I mentioned, that's just the tip of the iceberg of what's available on the new Solaris Vision and the new upgrade for the Solaris 2 and other Solaris models. Now, I mentioned we have a special package for the upgrade. Okay, so we have an upgrade, we have that hoop as a bundle, and the Visionary Stitch Collection by Baby Lock. That's going to be a special package that you have to contact us about this here, or we're going to have it at a tech party. But please call us at 1-800-865-9664. This is for our local customers here, but you're going to want to get in line for this here because there's going to be a wait for those things. But you want to come to the tech party. So first of all, what is the Sewing Technology Power Party? I've been doing it for 22 years. Now, I will tell you, there's been more new machines this year than ever before. So all of the manufacturers are biting for my business, which is your business. So they've given me special incentives and prizes and all kinds of things that for those who take part in the tech party. So again, we're going to have a virtual presentation August 21st, and that's going to be at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and that's going to be on Facebook, and that's going to be on YouTube, and we're going to have specials on the virtual that won't be on the face-to-face, so you're going to want to tune in even if you live locally. And so we're going to have prizes. So for a manufacturer to take part in the tech party, I require them to give prizes. So there's going to be all kinds of prizes. We have machines, we've got software, we've got all kinds of goodies. I guarantee everybody will win a prize that's valued at $49.99. Yeah, you heard it, $49.99. Everybody. And that's the same if you come to the stores. And so the following Tuesday, we're going to go from it's August 23rd through the 27th. So you can click on the link, or you can see the details I'm posting right here of the different stores here. But the prices is the best of the year. We've got more new machines to show you, whether if you're interested in sewing, quilting, or embroidery, you're going to want to see us at the Moores Sewing Technology Party, and you're going to see the new Solaris Vision in person, as well as all other brands from Brother, Babylock, Juki, Janome, Foff. We'll have products from OESD, from Floriani. Everything is on sale. So miss this event and you will miss a lot. I hope to see you then.